Good morning. Only a couple of matches yesterday. Any takers? Well, Doncaster did what they needed to do, just that single goal, very unimpressive for a 1.66 shot. Oldham's form was electric. That red card helped after they did score first. Cambuur goes second with that win over Emmen, and Partick Thistle continue to try and consolidate the automatic promotion place. Oh, that's the semi-final. Only one automatic promotion place, and they're a little bit behind. Absolutely no football of interest today. Tomorrow, you'll see World Cup qualifiers begin. So just for this small lull, I'd just like to introduce you to tennis, just the foundation elements of tennis. And the best starting point for the men's game is the ATP Tour. We've got the tournaments beginning, and this is where things should get exciting for you with the introduction of the Monte Carlo Masters in the first week of April. That's when football season, tennis season proper begins. You've got a whole raft of world-class tournaments, high-quality tournaments. Barcelona, Munich, Madrid, Rome. It's the usual route every year. Hamburg, Germany, and then the French Open. Then we move on to grass. Stuttgart, Stellenhurten-Gettenbosch, London, Halle, which Federer used to farm. Mallorca, Nadal's tournament. Vanda Pharmaceuticals, Mallorca Championship. Fantastic stuff. So if you're ill, they'll give you some tablets as well. Eastbourne and then Wimbledon. And in July, we move to... And as you can see, there's still ATP 250 and 500 tour events. That means it's the top 250 playing. So these are real quality, consistent quality throughout the summer. That's why I keep mentioning tennis to you. So the first week of April will be the start. Some websites. Well, the first port of call, tennis24.com. I don't think you need to go further than this, to be honest with you. You've got the pre-match odds. You've got the live scores. You've got all the details you need to know about the players by clicking on their names. The first thing I would look at is the rankings. Obvious focus on 22nd in the world versus 151st. That's the first port of call. You do get some research with these matches as well. You'll get previews nearer the time. Very well written, high quality. Generally speaking, you'll get the previews. They'll appear here. Look like we're a bit short of them today, as you can see. But they do normally turn up. At least I hope they do. They haven't stopped because they are a great first stopping point for you investigating these matches. The second stopping point, of course, is the pre-match odds. Like we do with the football, these ones, 1.8, 2, are like a 2.4 favourite. It could be very difficult to unpack. So moving on down, other websites of interest. Matchstat.com. So we've got the matches today, which coincide with our coupon at Tennis24. And you can have a look at this website. It's been completely overhauled throughout the years. A lot better quality, and it still remains free. You've got predictions here as well, so you can use Tennis24 and the prediction here to give yourself a firm footing. TennisExplorer.com, just a basic mention of this site. Predominant mention is for the injured players list at the bottom here. It's a 1v1 sport, this one, so a lot of these players will be hiding niggly injuries, but when you can't hide them anymore, they will appear on this list. Returning players as well might be worth noting. particularly in these ATP tours. They're coming off the back of an injury. They still might be vulnerable. So that's the main basics for tennis. It's all down to the research. I can't show you the actual research. It doesn't appear today. But it's akin to the research you'll get at soccer24.com in these previews. You'll get this kind of thing at Tennis 24. Now, the ideal with tennis trading is the same as the football. We are trading the odds movements. It's as simple as that. So, like we do with the football, have an idea or a firm idea who you think is going to win, and then work from that. I tend to wait for the first set to finish. That will give us an angle into the second set, if there is a second set. And it's as simple as that, really. I'll see if I can, once we get April upon us, I will start to collect some tennis trades for you. I showed you yesterday my app, so let's take it through its paces with this match, Landaluce v Lehecka. Now, these apps I want to make available to you, but I need to be covering costs. I don't want to be forking out, giving you these for free when it costs me money. Hopefully the benefit for you will be great, not just for the tennis, but for the football. So let's see what analysis we come up with here. So I do like this research here, and this is something I want to be keen to share with you during the tennis season. We've got the good background story. Landaluce, fairy tale player, first born in 2006 to reach a Masters quarter-final. So that's momentum. 6-match winning streak in Miami, Landaluce. His rankings, of course, are a lot worse than Lehecka. He's the aggressive professional. Beat number 6 in the world, Taylor Fritz. Did have injuries and at the start of 2026, which is always a negative. They can come back to bite you. So it does look as if he could be vulnerable in tiebreakers, which are 7-6 sets. These are sets where neither player can be broken. The trading strategy, drifting favourite opportunities. If Landaluce holds his first 2 service games, Lehecka's price will move. Yeah, okay. Back Lehecka, back Landaluce if he wins the toss, chooses to serve, looking for a quick 2-1 or 3-2 lead to trade out. So that's an interesting angle. Who starts the match? Tennis, I'm as new to this as you are, but I think I've had plenty of experience, of course, just dipping my toe in. But there are plenty of real angles, and this could be the difference, this AI, which I just put together 2 days ago. It's amazing, the quality. Landaluce wins set 1, his price will collapse to 1.6. Definitely, I'm on board with this one. It's like the football match. If the underdog scores first, you've got to get on the favourite or lay the underdog at lower odds. Well, the pre-match odds aren't 1.9 indeed. The game handicap is priced at minus 150. So interesting, they're going with the game handicap as a suggestion that the match might be tight. Lehecka has a history of physical dips. If Lehecka is a set and a break up, Landaluce shows his trademark refusal to lose. Landaluce's fitness is superior in the Miami humidity. So that's an angle as well. If Lehecka is winning comfortably, the pre-match favourite, you'll recall. If he's winning comfortably and he's at very, very short odds, the suggestion here is to lay him. Lay the leader, lay the winner of the first set. Landaluce wins set 1, he's a young player. Okay, if Lehecka wins set 1, Landaluce's stats show he's most dangerous when trailing. 5-5 scratch exit strategy. Both players are serving above 75% hold rates this week. Back the server at the start of set 2. If the score reaches 5-5 with no breaks, exit for a scratch. The volatility of the tiebreak in the quarterfinal is too high to gamble on. So I like this. We've got the risk assessment as well, which is excellent. We've got Lehecka's ankle, something to think about. A recent injury in this actual year could indicate some potential trouble. Nandaluce burnout. Unforced error count set 1. If he falls behind 0-3, double break, exit, back Nandaluce trades. So I will be putting this through its paces, building up the academy as well, which provides you with some tennis trading strategies. As ever with the tennis, my initial port of call is the pre-match odds. So I go pre-match odds, ATP ranking. That'll be the next best. Top 4 in the world against 111th. Likely some injuries have brought him to 111th as well. We can get a lot more in depth about the tennis trading in play using the in-play stats, which are available here. That's something for another video. And it's also something when we get Monte Carlo, etc. up, I could start recording some of these, and we can have a library that we can look at for specific trades. So just want to make you aware, as I said, if you head off to the ATP Tour calendar, it really is a sumptuous summer, notable by the absence of the football. Apart from the Irish, the Finns, the Danes, the Swedes, the Norwegians, and all of the other summer leagues, this could hold you firm over the summer months. I've done a lot of writing about tennis, which I hope to be adding onto this app. So please do take a look at tennis trading. Treat sets like football matches, like football goals. If Quentin Hallis, the underdog, happened to score the first goal, win the first set, that's an angle in. Tiebreakers as well. If he won the first set in the tiebreaker, which these were, it suggests that he's difficult to break down, but just at the right time, the world number 4 wins the right point. But had Quentin Hallis won the first set in a 7-6, you'd have been confident enough that Zverev would fight back second set, because 7-6, you've just won the right points at the right time. Looking at the stats as well, get used to these stats. The best stats for me, the break points. If you're converting, look at how many break points were generated by Zverev. This is concerted pressure. Quentin Hallis has had to fight off 6 break points. It's like an accumulation of shots on target for the opponent after the underdog scored first, that kind of a thing. This concerted pressure is going to tell at some point, is it? 6 break points here, generated, but not converted. So the golfing class is apparent, just very subtly, isn't it? That's my major stat, is the break points converted. I think it's a key metric, and you can actually look through the match as well, point by point. What this does, what I like to do, is to see whether the underdog is generating enough pressure on the Zverev serve. Not necessarily love 40, 15-40. It all looks very comfortable for Zverev on his serve. So that suggests that was the tightest one so far. So he started to, Hallis started to put his foot on the gas from 4-4 onwards, as you can see there. And then an almighty battle, staving off 4 break points at 6-5. So you can see a big contrast in the service games. Lots of pressure on the Halle serve. 2 consecutive advantage wins, which is the final point. Then another 40-30. He's in all sorts of bother on his serve. So total pressure. So that should all go well for the second set. So it's these kind of things I look for. Best in a live environment. So when I get Monte Carlo up and running, Barcelona, etc., I will be doing a few sessions, which I hope you'll join me in, and I'll also be putting together my ideas in a number of articles and videos for you. I will be enhancing this app for you as well. I might as well start now. And we're going to have a really good attempt at the tennis this summer. It's a simple set of ideas if you're trading the sets only. Because within the sets, you've got their own games which you can trade. But if you're trading the set itself, that's your simplest angle in. And the great thing about tennis, as I've mentioned it before, Betfair profits over time graph, I think it's called. You can actually trade support and resistance lines. You don't need to know much about tennis. You can actually trade the tennis graph, which is amazing. I tend to trade it via support and resistance lines. So quite simply, these are invisible lines you input. So one here, for example, we look at this one. 3s, you can see bouncing off 3, so you would be laying at odds of 3. Now what's he going to do here? He's getting back to that point where he bounces off again. That's his highest point at 5, it won't go any higher. So the next time he gets to 5, you back at 5, you lay at 3. Now if he breaks through, of course, that could be the signal of the match ending. So you would draw a line here, and look at 4s as well. You draw a line there. So that is a very interesting graph. This is the timing of the match. It begins here and it continues left to right. Here's a great graph as well, specific to tennis. Now this offers us some quite outstanding support and resistance lines, doesn't it? Look at that busyness around about 1.8. That's the lowest it's been. So you would be laying at 1.8. Certainly at 2s you would be looking to lay. Particularly you've had this bump up here. You've had this bump up here. So what are you going to do when it arrives at 2s again? Having looked at these two, you would be laying at 2 again. And you get the bump up. You'd also be looking at to back at 3.75. It doesn't seem to go any higher than that. So an excellent story and an excellent opportunity to actually trade the graphs, which is what this article mentions, using profit graphs to trade tennis. I totally agree. It's not something you can really do with the football, but you can do it with the tennis. So that's something for those of you with a foundation in financial trading. We're getting to the 20-minute mark now. I hope this introduction to tennis interests you. Please do let me know in the comments if you want me to go further, because I do implore you to give it at least a look for the summer months. It's another skill that you can learn. It's a 365 day a year trading opportunity, and during the summer months, it's quality tennis from March to September. It's a perfect opportunity for you. If you've got an itch to scratch with tennis, give it a go. I'll be seeing you again tomorrow with actual football, with the internationals returning. Have a great day. I'll see you again tomorrow.